Beloved Rick and Morty VR game could be delisted soon. Rick and Morty virtual casualty. Breakdown: Rick and Morty virtual reality might be delisted soon. The move comes after Warner Bros. Closure of Adult Swim games. Customers may be able to keep their purchased copy of the VR title on PC and PS4. Video game preservation is becoming a hot topic in recent years, with a flurry of live service games shutting down and wiping away years of content and memories along with it. And now, one of the first major IPs to offer a VR game, Rick and Morty, may be removed from storefronts. Perhaps you're not a fan of the adult cartoon show that swept the world away a few years back, or maybe you've only just got one of the best VR headsets recently. But, back in 2017, when Rick and Morty hype was unparalleled and VR was still very niche, a VR game based on one of the biggest IPs at the moment was an incredibly exciting thing. It's certainly not one of the best VR games anymore, especially with virtual reality headsets becoming more mainstream as time has gone on, but Rick and Morty virtual reality was a major milestone in the VR space. However, it could soon be just a memory, with Warner Bros. Discovery closing Adult Swim games and delisting already published titles from storefronts. As reported by Upload VR, the Rick and Morty VR game could be a casualty of the poor business decisions that Warner Bros. Discovery has been making recently. Whether it's closing down the beloved Rooster Teeth brand, or deciding that Suicide Squad's poor sales mean that the company should double down on live service titles, the company is certainly struggling to keep its audiences happy. VR popularity is only growing, and it's a good introductory game that won't make you throw up, unlike the best VR games like Blade and Sorcery, which might make you vomit on your first few play sessions. I spoke about the issue of game preservation in the VR space briefly when the meta outages left Quest headsets in a bad spot, but there's no doubt that Warner Bros. Recent business decisions are terrible for preservation, whether that be games, movies, or TV shows. You can still purchase Rick and Morty virtual reality on Steam, PlayStation Store, for the first PSVR, and the Oculus Rift Store. However, you may not have long before Warner Bros. Stamps the game into the bin, without a care in the world. Space Beth fights against Tammy in new Rick and Morty, the anime preview. Rick and Morty anime adaptation, a fusion of East and West delights fans. Key highlights: Black Small Square Adult Swim's preview teases thrilling clashes in familiar characters in anime form. Black Small Square Takashi Sano leads a team of industry veterans for an exciting anime venture. Black Small Square fans anticipate Season 8 of the original series alongside the debut of Rick and Morty, the anime. Adult Swim recently unveiled an exciting preview for its highly anticipated anime adaptation of the beloved series, Rick and Morty. The sneak peek, featured on Adult Swim's official YouTube channel, showcases an intense battle between Tammy Guterman, a memorable villain from the original show, and Beth's space surfing counterpart. Fans also catch glimpses of Rick, Morty, and Summer in action. This clip marks the first official footage released since last year's teaser, which introduced Rick's anime counterpart. The anime adaptation of Rick and Morty is helmed by Takashi Sano, known for his work on acclaimed anime like Lupin III and Tower of God, and produced at Studio Telecom Animation Film. Sano aims to infuse the series with a unique Japanese twist while staying true to the essence of the original show. While specific plot details remain under wraps, the inclusion of characters like Space Beth and Tammy suggests that the anime will draw from both earlier and later seasons of Rick and Morty. Notably, this isn't Sano's first foray into the Rick and Morty universe. He previously directed two shorts, Summer Meets God, and Rick and Morty vs. Genocider, which were met with critical acclaim. Joining Sano in the production are several prominent industry figures, including Arisa Matsuzawa as art director, Yu Kiyozano overseeing animation production, and Makiko Kojima serving as color designer. Tetsuya Takahashi is composing the music for the series, adding to the anticipation surrounding this project. Meanwhile, fans eagerly anticipate the 8th season of the original Rick and Morty series, which is currently in development. Following Adult Swim's renewal of the series for 70 episodes, viewers can expect roughly 10 episodes per season. Although Season 7 recently concluded, Adult Swim aims to release Season 8 in 2025, with voice actor Sarah Chalk confirming that scripts are ready and awaiting production schedules. As for Rick and Morty, the anime, Adult Swim has slated its premiere for 2024 on both Adult Swim and Max. While an exact release date has yet to be announced, anticipation is high for this innovative take on the beloved franchise. With its blend of familiar characters and fresh storytelling, Rick and Morty fans have much to look forward to in the coming year. Space Beth faces off against Tammy in new Rick and Morty, the anime preview. Adult Swim's early preview for its upcoming Rick and Morty anime series highlights an intense showdown between Tammy and Space Beth. Adult Swim has dropped a brand new preview for its official upcoming anime adaptation of Rick and Morty. Featured on Adult Swim's YouTube channel, the new video highlights a thrilling battle between Tammy Guterman, an iconic villain from the original series, and Beth's space surfing counterpart. Rick, Morty and Summer also make brief appearances. This is the first official clip to surface since last year, when fans got to see Rick's anime counterpart in action for the first time. Takashi Sano, Lupin E, Tower of God, is writing and directing the series at Studio Telecom Animation Film. Rick and Morty. The anime will put a Japanese twist on the original series. Rick and Morty. The anime is an original work that is not based on any existing Rick and Morty properties. According to Sano, his main goal was to take classic themes and elements from the main series and add a unique Japanese twist. While Adult Swim has not divulged many in-depth details about the anime's story, the presence of Space Beth and Tammy strongly suggests that it will incorporate plot elements from later seasons as well as earlier ones. This is not Sano's first time dealing with the franchise, as the critically acclaimed animator previously directed two Rick and Morty shorts titled Summer Meets God and Rick and Morty vs. Genocider, which premiered in 2021 and 2020, respectively. Several prominent industry figures are collaborating with Sano on Rick and Morty's production. Arisa Matsuzawa, who has developed background art for iconic works like Weathering with You, 2019, and Lupin III, Part 5, 2018, is serving as the series art director. Yu Kiyozano, Shenmue the Animation, Requiem from the Darkness, is in charge of animation production, while Makiko Kojima, Hack, Sign, Hack, Legend of the Twilight, serves as the series color designer. Tetsuya Takahashi, Iron Man, Starship Troopers, Traitor of Mars, is composing the music. Rick and Morty Season 8 is currently in the works. Rick and Morty fans can rest assured that Season 8 of the original television series is also in the works. In 2018, Adult Swim gave the series a 70-episode renewal, with approximately 10 episodes slated to air per season. Roughly 1 month after the finale of Rick and Morty Season 7, Adult Swim stated that it aims to release the series' next installment in 2025. This projection means that it will potentially be another year before Rick and Morty hits the airwaves again. Last December, Beth's voice actor Sarah Chalk provided fans with a promising update, stating that the scripts for Season 8 are written and that she, along with her co-stars, is waiting for the production team to set a recording schedule. Adult Swim has not yet set an exact release date for Rick and Morty, the anime. However, the series is scheduled to premiere in 2024 on both Adult Swim and Max.